Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet.
Welcome to another Vibrant U Live. I'm Jane.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Bo.
So tonight we have a new Vibrant U Live, or Vibrant U. It's called Hackers, Scammers, and AI. We're going to be focusing on safety online. And we want you to be cyber superheroes. So we want you to come out to that event. We'll talk more about that a little later. So just so you guys know, in 2023, the total cost of cybercrime hit $8 trillion. Yes, $8 trillion. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Customers reported loss of $10 billion, which is a 14% increase over 2022.
So $8 trillion, I think, all time.
Yes.
A total. $10 billion just last year. That's wild.
Yes. So today's show, we are going to be talking about the current scams and how to be safe online. So take it away, Bo.
Yeah, so some of the most popular scams are actually investment scams. That's ranking number one right now. So people that are getting notifications that, hey, you can get rich quick. Here's an easy way to make a couple $100. A lot of this is on social media. The second highest is actually from imposter scams. So that's where someone's scamming you, pretending to be a business, pretending to be someone that you know, trying to get your personal information, your checking information, your card information. And then another very, very popular scam is online shopping. So I think we've all ran into this at some point. You get a pop-up, you get an email that says, hey, we can get you this couch that's $1,000, but for $10 you can get it today. It's your lucky day. Surprise, it's not your lucky day. It'll be a very unlucky day if you click on any of those links. So anything like a sweepstakes, a lottery, be very careful of that. Losses to scams on social media last year actually hit $2.7 billion, which when you compare it to the $8 trillion, you can see that that's getting higher and higher each year. And really a lot of it is someone trying to buy something on Marketplace, something on Instagram, Facebook. So we really want to make sure everyone's careful and just kind of know what to look for when you're shopping online.
Yeah, I mean, I like to tell people too, we talk about cybersecurity and some of these scams and stuff, and they are prevalent. You do need to be safe, but the internet is not all bad, of course. The internet has done a lot of great things for us, whether it's staying connected with people you would have lost touch with, family, friends on social media, and all the technology we use every day for cars, directions,
medical,
medical. I mean, a lot of great things. But you do need to, and you can stay safe online. You don't have to move in the middle of nowhere and give up on technology altogether. That's not what the whole point is. So we want to highlight some of the biggest, most popular scams that we hear about online. Probably one of the bigger ones is a bank or business impersonation. So basically, you get an email or a text or some sort of communication that claims to be your bank or maybe a business that you do business with. And oftentimes they're trying to get your account numbers or your passwords. You may get a link that just says, hey, there's been some fraudulent activity in your account. Click this link and verify your password or make sure you're safe online. Well, the fraudulent activity is that email. So be careful, be aware of that. Another big scam, kind of Bo mentioned this a little bit earlier, is investment scams. Investment scams are more and more prevalent all the time. It used to be maybe harder to get money from people because they were asking for you to mail in check or mail in cash. Now you can transfer money online relatively easily. There's some popular companies, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and many other companies besides those, but they let you transfer money online, which is very useful, very handy. But unfortunately, they can be targets of investment scams as well. So if it's too good to be true, it probably is not a legitimate thing. If they're trying to get you to invest money in a quick, get rich quick scheme, probably not the best idea. Social media also will have scams attached to it. A lot of times they'll use social media platforms to promote fake investment opportunities, trying to get you, hey, I got rich doing this. Yeah. Click this link to learn more. Or, hey, I can help you get rich. Reach out to me here. I can help you out with that. In 2023 alone, scams that started on social media accounted for over $1.4 billion.
That's crazy.
Yep. So social media can be great. Just be careful online. We'll talk a little bit later about, ways to identify some of this stuff so you can stay safe online.
Right. This one is interesting. It's the cryptocurrency romance scams. So I know Netflix is did a documentary on Tinder Swindler.
Yeah, the Tinder Swindler.
So basically these scammers combine crypto scams with the old-fashioned romance. And they pose as an internet love interest, so they convince you to download apps and invest in fake crypto accounts. So not only are you heartbroken, but you're broke.
You're broken in a couple of different ways.
Yeah, and people might have heard of being catfished, or there's a whole show dedicated to catfish, I think is what it's called. A lot of times it's somebody completely, or not a real person making a fake profile, getting someone to fall in love with them. And sometimes they can go on for years, and then they'll say, you know, oh, I have medical emergency. Can you please help me pay for this? And you think you're in this deep relationship with somebody, and a lot of times they're going to fall for that. So
Yes.
It's surprising how long the con can go. I mean,
years.
it's
crazy.
pretty wild.
What amazes me is that this person is so head over heels that they don't believe any of their friends or any of that stuff. So it's interesting. Another one is a one-time password bot scam. So basically, scammers trick you into revealing your one-time passcodes, which then they can gain unauthorized access to your account. So these are your confirmation codes. But what I think is great is that the industries are doing a really good job now with the two-step authentication. So whatever you do, don't remove that from your bank or any type of opportunity you have for that.
Yeah, I hear from people. My mom was just saying, oh, it's so annoying when I have to
It
do the
is.
two-step
Yeah.
thing. It's like, well, it's annoying for the scammers as well, and it makes their job a lot harder.
And what's more annoying is getting hacked and just going through all of the process of getting, you know, your information recovered, your money recovered. And that kind of leads into like, what is cybersecurity? So really, as we're on our devices every day, whether that's our computer, our phones, our tablets, it's making sure that you have your personal information that is going to be stored on your bank account, your social media accounts, making sure that's safe from any kind of threat. So that's keeping your passwords up to date, making sure your email's up to date. It's not an old email that you're never checking, because those can be susceptible to getting hacked if you're never taking a look at them on a day-to-day basis. And just making sure you're really thinking when things come through, like emails, text messages, anything we've talked about that seems a little bit fishy. We just want to make sure you're safe and that all your devices are safe as well. So we're going to go into a few different ways to recognize scams and threats, because I know we've talked a little bit about these type of threats, but how do you identify them? So one way is to look for just grammatical spelling errors, pretty basic. If you get an email or a text, a bunch of things are spelled incorrectly, that is one way to know that, hey, this may not be legit. And then I think the biggest one is a sense of urgency. So if you get a text or you get an email that says you have to update your password, or you have to do this, or else we're going to lock your account, or we're going to take legal action, or you're going to lose your Facebook or Instagram account, that is the biggest way, I think, to make sure you know that, hey, this is a scam, or this is it's at risk of being a scam at least. So if there's a sense of urgency within the message, just really be careful, take a look at it, just step back, think a little bit about it, and I think that's going to do wonders for a lot of people. I think the sense of urgency is what tricks most people into getting hacked.
Yeah, another big red flag that you can keep an eye out for is getting suspicious attachments or links. Often with emails or text messages, you may get something that's, and it may not even seem that suspicious. I get some all the time that are like, claims to be UPS, and it'll say, hey, your package is delayed, click here for an update.
Yeah.
And I do get stuff from UPS, so if I didn't know that would be a red flag, I would maybe click on that. So same with emails from your bank or business, is that, hey, click this link to change your password. So a lot of times, I know Jane mentions this to people all the time, is a lot of times you can hover over links and it'll kind of give you a preview of where that's going to go and tell you the full hyperlink behind it. Sometimes those look really weird and wonky, and that may be a red flag. So just be aware of that. On social media, if you're friends with somebody, or you get an invite from a friend or a business, something like that, maybe look at their profile. If they don't have very many friends, they have a very small amount of friends, or they posted like one or two things, or anything they posted is really, really old.
Or you're already friends with them.
Correct. Yeah. That happens sometimes. Like, oh, I thought I was already friends with that guy.
Yeah.
Well, this may be a fake account. It may not be legit. It may be a hacker or a scammer that's just trying to get you to become their friend so they can take advantage of that. So that's another big red flag. And then another thing is, if you get a link, an email or a text message or a Facebook message from someone that has a link, a lot of times they have suspicious kind of sounding, like, look who died, here's a link.
Yeah.
Or, hey, is this you in this picture? Click here. Something like that. Those are red flags as well. If it's definitely trying to lure you to click something, especially if it's not something you talk to that often or something you were expecting to get from somebody, always think twice about that stuff.
So interesting, this week there's so the hockey families are on Facebook, and then there's this one that was just recently generated, and I don't remember exactly what it said, but you click on it and then it said kind of read the story. And then, so I didn't read the story, but when I clicked, it was asking me to log back into Facebook and wanted my login information. So that's another, don't do it. It's a flag because, and there wasn't comments on there. I mean, and it kept reposting yesterday all on Facebook. So don't do it. So, the other thing, how also else to protect yourself, don't call the numbers, don't in the emails. Once they have your number, that's not a good thing. Look at the number on the official website. So instead of just clicking on that link, type in that address and then look to see what the phone number is. So that way you know that you're actually calling the business. And then report the scam to your local law enforcement or business. So one thing that I wanted to bring up is Shane just posted this on our Facebook page today. So a few of our members are reporting that they have gotten a call from asking if their electric meter has been installed. If the person on the other phone seems to have a foreign accent and this is a scam, the scam caller wants you to say yes. So do not say yes. And why do they want you to say yes? Because they're wanting to use that. Say yes, I agree to making the purchases, or yes, this is my right account, that kind of stuff. So you don't want to say yes. And then they use your voice as the deep fake. So then they have a recording of how your voice would do, and then they go more and more into creating your voice from that deep fake. And if deep fake you don't know, come to our meeting tonight and then you'll learn what it is.
Yeah.
So if you get a call like this, again, call Meeker Cooperative. Our phone number is 693-3231, or give local law enforcement a call. Let's see, so I'm trying to think about the electric meters. If you have questions on your electric meters, give us a call and our energy management team will help you out as well.
Yeah.
The other thing that I thought was interesting is my husband really loves going on trips and he loves getting a great deal. So he learned about this website called VIO.com, and he wanted me to look into it to see if it was a legit or not. So I ended up just going into Google and just typing in VIO.com, and it's definitely not legit. And this company does a really good job of trying to remove this is not legit. So they go in and they try to take that off so that when you as a consumer look at that, it seems legit. So examples, these people book booked hotels to Cancun. They go in there and the agency, the hotel never even booked them. So now they're in a foreign country with no hotel. So that's not good either. So just pay attention. It's really important. And then Bo, so you're going to talk about tonight's events?
Yeah, yep. So like Jane said, we love to educate people on how to stay safe online, just some tips and tricks. So we're going to be having another Vibrant You, and that's tonight at the Meeker Co-op office at 5:30. Hackers, Scammers, and AI. So it's just a little bit more than what we talked about here. We're going to go more in depth. So if you have friends or family that you think would benefit from this, definitely come out. It's free. You don't have to sign up. We're going to have some snacks and we're going to have some non-alcoholic drinks. And we want to make sure that you have as much knowledge as possible to stay safe online. And like we said, be a cybersecurity superhero.
Yeah, if you missed part of today's radio show, or you want to listen back or actually watch back some of our other radio shows, we do record these and put them on our Facebook and YouTube page. You can just search Vibrant Broadband on Facebook or YouTube. You can just kind of scroll through and see which topics you're interested in. We've done other cybersecurity ones. We've done streaming ones. We've done Vibrant ones. I mean, we've covered a lot of different topics over the last year and a half or so. So check that out. As always, listen live on KLFD on Wednesdays at 10:30. We're on every Wednesday at 10:30. And if you have any questions about Vibrant or about cybersecurity stuff we've talked about today, or you want to call and verify that you're coming tonight, that's okay too. Give us a call. Our number is 693-3231. You can also visit our website, vibrantbroadband.com. There's a lot of great information on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, KLFD, for having us. Thank you, audience, for listening. I'm Jane.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Bo.
Tune in next Wednesday for another Vibrant You Live.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.